All right. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 29th day of December, and as we wind down the year, I'm going to record one last episode of More, Better, Faster for you to enjoy. And as I'm always doing, I'm trying to do this live. So, all right. Well, I'm just going to jump right in and get started with it, and I will see you on the flip side. Hang on. Are you a creative or business person who's just plain tired of spinning your wheels, running in circles, trying to make progress in your career? This is the podcast that will change all of that. We're talking about strategies and techniques you can use to achieve more by working better and more effectively so you can reach your goals faster without having to work harder. I'm Gordon Firemark, and this is More, Better, Faster. Relax and let the good things happen. Hi, everybody. I'm Gordon, and this is More, Better, Faster, and I'm so glad to be here with you for this final episode of the year 2021. If you're listening in real time, let me wish you a very happy new year. If you're listening later, I hope it's a happy new year nonetheless, and that all is going well with you. 2020 has been a rough one, that's for sure. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about relaxation, and the title of the show, Relax and Let the Good Things Happen. Relaxation is important. It's important for our physical health. It's important for our mental health. It's important for our emotional health, and it's important for our soul. It's good for the soul. So, look, many people go through their lives in a constant state of stress and worry and anxiety and upset and just push, constantly pushing, sort of swimming against the tide when they're, confronted with things, and that stress is just not healthy. It is genuinely bad for your health. Stress causes the release of hormones that cause weight gain, high blood pressure, rapid heart rate, blood vessel constriction. It leads to emotions of and feelings of anger and hostility. It leads to depression or sometimes mania as well, on the other side of things. It leads to binge eating. It leads to eating comfort foods beyond what's healthy. And it sometimes leads to not eating. People sometimes lose a lot of weight when they're under stress. And, the thing about stress is that it's a choice we make. We choose how we respond to a situation that we're confronted with. Now, the stress reaction that's built into us is a healthy thing in the sense that it is designed as part of the human biology to deal with genuine, real stresses. There's a bear coming after you, or your house is falling down because of the weather. Your tent is caving. Whatever. It goes back to our more primitive roots, I guess you could say. Nowadays, there are very few things in life that are genuinely a risk to our health, worthy of taking a different risk for our health, that is the stress reaction, in order to resolve it. So, look, some people even do it deliberately. They take on stress on purpose. They feel charged up when they're under stress, and they feel that it keeps them on their toes. It keeps them active and energized. So they set deadlines for themselves even when there's no real deadline needed. They hold themselves to impossibly high expectations. And they also do that with others, which is transferring stress onto other people. They create these stressful environments for themselves, and yeah, they often do achieve at a pretty high level, but at what cost? All that adrenaline becomes addictive, and they need to keep increasing the amount of adrenaline, the amount of stress, just to keep that energized, alive feeling. But truly high performance depends on, yes, it depends on setting goals. It depends on taking, directed action toward achievement, but it also depends on being able to relax. Now, the word relax means to make or become less tense or anxious, or lessening or reducing a stress or restriction. So relaxing means disconnecting from that stress and anxiety. It means accepting things as they occur and not always trying to control or contain the outcomes. Relaxing means letting go of the expectations of how things are supposed to be and riding the roller coaster of life without a focus on where you're going, and instead just taking it in, experience being in the moment and enjoying the ride. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to be completely passive in life, but it does mean letting things go naturally where they will once you set course. Sometimes it's the side trips and the detours that are the best things for us that can happen. But you have to let them. You have to give them the room to happen. If you unwaveringly stick to the plan and focus and just keep driving toward your end goal, no matter what, no matter how hard it gets, then they won't be able to happen. You have to let them happen. So those side trips and detours, they won't always be what you want. But I'll say, in the words of the great Rolling Stones, if you try sometimes, you might just get what you need. Now, maybe it's a lesson or a resource or a diversion away from something that would have been downright bad for you, right? So set your course, raise the sails, and go. But like a sailor on a boat, sometimes the wind is at your back and the sailing is easy. So you go with it, right? And you let it carry you as far as it can. But then when things turn around and they're in your face, instead of just pushing harder, isn't it better to relax and change course a little bit and tack so you can use the force to keep moving? Even if it's not in the exact direction you'd planned, you can always then readjust and tack back the other way and change course. As long as you're sort of headed in the right direction generally, things will be okay, and you can use the momentum and the energy of what you're resisting to go with it. In the martial arts, right, they talk about using your opponent's energy and momentum to protect yourself, to fight. Well, that's what I'm suggesting here. Now, it's goal setting season right now as I record this. It's the 29th day of December in 2020. And I am not saying that we shouldn't set goals and intentions and resolutions for the new year, but once we do, we need to just relax and let things take shape a little bit. I actually prefer to set intentions rather than goals. You see, goals are so often passive, wishful thinking, aspirational kinds of things. But intention is deliberate and, well, intentional. For example, you may have a goal of earning $1 million, but that's just a dream unless you have a plan, unless you intend to do the things along the way. So look at those intentions. Look at those smaller intermediate steps that are necessary to accumulate $1 million, let's say. Okay. Now, one of those things is, have a savings plan, right? So my intention might be to establish a savings account and establish a sweep from my regular bank account of a certain amount of money every month or every week or every day, whatever, into that savings account. And maybe my intention is to talk to the payroll department at the office and get the 401k set up or adjusted or whatever, right? So you can set the intentions that will move you toward your goal. So intentions are deliberate things that you will do. And just the subtle way you talk about an intention, I intend to do this, is very different from I want to do this or I wish I had, right? It's just a wish. So set the intention that goes with the goal, if nothing else. And then trust that your intentions will come to pass, or actually that this or something better will be. You got to leave open the possibility of more or better or faster than you've imagined. See what I did there? More, better, faster. All right. So let go of specific expectations about the exact amount of something in your goal, or about the exact timing of something, or about the exact way that things will occur. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't set those intentions, but then sort of relax about it. Let go of the exact specification of what's going to happen and just let your intention take you there. Take a step away and detached from the exact and allow things to generally move you toward your goals. So here's the exercise. Identify something that you want to occur. And yes, you can identify when you'd like to have it have occurred, just to create that momentum, right? After all, how many things are on your someday list that you never really think about once you're on here, once they're written down? identify the things that you will do to move toward that objective, those intentions, and be intentional about doing those things consistently, whether it's the same thing over and over again or methodically working down a checklist or ticking the boxes. But then just relax and do the things and let the wind be at your back. Don't fret about the how or the when or the other specifics of this thing happening. Just trust that this or something better will come at the perfect time. Now, first try it with something not too significant. Maybe it's the intention that you'll find an extra $5 this week or whatever. And just visualize for a moment having that $5, experiencing the finding or encountering that $5 or spending that $5. Maybe it's on your favorite coffee drink. Just visualize that moment, enjoying, savoring the flavor of that little treat that you give yourself, or of giving it away to a worthy cause, right? That's a very positive vibrational thing, right? And then just let go. Now think about it from time to time. Even meditate on the intention when you sit down to reflect on your day at the end of the day or reflect on what's ahead at the beginning. Just take a moment to say, oh yeah, I'm going to find $5. I intend to find $5. And visualize that moment when you realize that it's occurred. But again, don't dwell. And then just watch for it to happen. Again, without being invested in whether, when, or how it happens. When I tried this not long ago, it happened several times, actually. Then, a few days later, I found money in the pocket of a jacket I hadn't worn all year. Found $5. Another day, I found a $5 bill on the street. Actually, it was in a parking lot. And I received an unexpected sale of one of my old products that I hadn't promoted in years. That was more than $5, but it counts, right? The thing about all this is that because it's small, it's easy to remain detached and uninvested in the outcome and whether it happens and how it happens and so on. But if you can do this with $5, you can do it with anything at all. It might take practice. It might take effort a little bit. Again, relax and let it happen. But the point is, if you can experience that detachment about a $5 bill, then you should be able to experience a similar, not the same, but a similar detachment about any other goal or objective or intention that you have. So relax your expectations and just watch with detachment as the things that you intend come to pass. Even if they don't work out as you wanted, excuse me, even if they don't work out as you wanted or on the time frame you imagined, at least you'll have relaxed a bit. It's good for your health. It's good for your mind. It's good for your spirit. And it's good for your soul. Oh, and do take some time to relax physically too. Rest, recharge, and refresh in whatever way makes you feel good. And that's it for this episode. I'll see you again next time. And Happy New Year! All right, that's it for this episode. Let me just come back and see if anybody's watching live. No takers. Okay, well, happy Tuesday for you that are watching it on replay. Happy replay. Send me a comment. Let me know if this was useful to you. Or, whoa, get in focus. Well, it's not working. All right. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's it for this. 15 minutes of fun. And I'll see you again really soon. Happy New Year. Bye.